Didn't think we make it. Now they break their neck just to look at me. Remember when I called you and you didn't pull through? Now you hate yourself, you can look at me, look at me. You like me.
And what up, what up, what up? What's good with y'all? Alright, so what are we getting into today? Alright, so today is the day that we throw the Silverado back on the dyno to make some more power. You guys know that the other turbo decided to take a it blew up. Old turbo was a 72 mil. Prior to this, the car made 678 horsepower, 674 foot-pounds of torque. And that's where it was sitting at about, I want to say 11 pounds or so. 11, 12 pounds is where it was at. We didn't have all the timing in it. That's kind of like where I was like, yo, stop here. It's my first truck build, period. And it's my very first turbo truck. So, you know, I wanted to get used to the truck, seeing how it feels, seeing what it wants to do. You know, before I would get on it, it would just squiggle all down the highway. Took it drifting. That way I finally got to feel what the suspension characteristics were and how the truck wanted to maneuver, and then I got a lot more comfortable with it. So now I'm kind of used to the power of it. When the turbo decides to take a dump, upgrade the turbo to a 79 mil. So this turbo is a good amount bigger. And also just swapped the wastegate spring this week. The spring in there before was a 6-pound spring. With the boost controller, was able to double that to about 11 or 12 pounds like I just said. But now we have a 10-pound spring in here, so we should be able to double that to about 20 pounds. But since we have the old operating system on there, I think the most this map sensor will be able to take is about 15, maybe pushing 16 pounds. But I'm pretty sure we'll probably run out of fuel before we get to that point. But we're gonna see how much boost we can throw at this thing right now with the current setup. But I think the limiting factor will be fuel. The plan was never to really make, you know, a bunch of power on here, and that's still kind of the plan. But since I do have a bigger turbo, I kind of want to just max the setup out. Whatever it makes now is what it's gonna be at. So I am juiced. I am juiced. We'll see what this fuel system maxed out at. Currently it has a single Walbro 450 pump. I've come to the conclusion that these pumps are good for about 700 to about 750 wheel max depending on voltage. But the cool thing about this is the truck actually has good voltage. This thing runs at about 14 amps damn near, so this pump should be working at full efficiency. So I think we'll be able to squeeze somewhere around that out. But we are on like -6 factory lines. I'm on the factory fuel rail stuff, so I'm interested in seeing what this thing makes. Make sure this idle air control valve is doing what it's supposed to be doing. You gonna start up? Perfect. Swapping that idle air control valve definitely fixed the issue. So another thing, you guys can hear like a little exhaust leak. I have a new flex pipe, so I'm gonna be getting that repaired probably sometime this week because I hate the way this exhaust leak sounds. But yeah, man, once we get to the shop, I'll show the new people that may be viewing for the first time what's all done to the truck. For all my Silverado people, man, cross your fingers. Hopefully we have some good results for this. Oh man, y'all already know, anytime we doing Silverado videos, man, we got to get y'all the NRG ding. About an hour then went by and we in traffic trying to cross this bridge going through San Francisco. So well, we should still be there by 5, but we are in a little bit of traffic right now. Oh, finally here. Finally here. Wet. Come on, man. You got 18 minutes, bruh.
You're early. I told you I was 45 minutes behind.
Come on, bruh.
Doing my best.
What's good, fool? All right, while we wait for my man Jay, let me give a quick rundown on the Silverado for the people that may be new to the channel or viewing for the first time and y'all aren't familiar with my build. So here she is, my little 5.3. The bottom end, everything is bone stock, untouched. We did pull the heads off, did ARP head studs, did LS9 head gaskets, valve springs, push rods, and that was pretty much it. And it has a baby cam in it, literally a low lift tow cam, like a stage 1 or something that worked with the stall that I have. I have like a 2500 stall, so I wanted to be able to tow with this thing, so I didn't want a cam that I was going to take in from the low end. I didn't want a heavy stall in it, so this is like designed around being able to tow my my other cars to the track and stuff. Sooner or later we are going to be making this into like the tow rig, so that was the whole point of the truck. But other than that, everything's stock. It has, I think, 1300 cc injectors in. I told you guys it had the Walbro 450 pump. This is the new Big John right here. This is a 79 mil, so this is the equivalent of a G42 1450 turbo. Other than that, that's really all the goods on here. Everything else is stock. The trans is a 4080. Trans has been rebuilt for, I want to say it's been rebuilt 3 times now, and right now it seems to be holding up. As far as suspension go, it has the Beltec shocks and spring combo on it. It has front sway bars and a rear sway bar. I know, you got the fancy shit, but it does have sway bars on it. Has the cow tracks. Super simple truck. It doesn't hook for crap, but I still want to be able to tow with it. So, I can't do like a 4-link or anything like that on here. Thought about doing coilovers, but I'm not sure how well it would tow. So, the suspension stuff, I'm still gonna be, figuring out, probably swapping. I may do like another drop as far as the height goes. I want to lower it a little bit more, but we'll see. I've been thinking about swapping from the 22s down to some 20s. That way we can get a better tire on here to get this thing to hook, because right now we literally can't put much power down. I ain't really racing on this. This is like a tow rig for me, so I just want it to make a good number and just be something that's fun to drive. And it's like, hey, it's it makes this much, even though it doesn't work. It's not like I take this thing out to like, hey, I want to go run this Mustang or this Vet or something like that in it. For runs, I have the C5, the C6, and a couple other cars for racing. So this is literally a dedicated tow rig / car that I was planning on picking up parts in and driving around. So it's really a real life work truck, but it does have the power to put in, a lot of work. Our man Jason just finished up. You can see there's no G8 on the dyno, which means it is our turn to load up the Silverado. See what this thing makes now. Once Jason gets this thing all the way dialed in, we're gonna do a pull with this K&N filter. And for shits and giggles, I also bought a brand new turbo guard right here. See if this thing makes any difference. Think these matter? Think these work? Yeah. Show? Slap it on. We're gonna see. We'll do it like this first, and then we'll slap this on after. Bruh. Jason be like, be here at 5 o'clock. Be here at 5 o'clock.
I had to run in with the police.
So as soon as they finished up a car, they were doing their little test drive around, and the police pulled them over. They got state reffed. Yep. Bad luck. I ain't driving around with you.
I cancel all my tunes for today.
Hey, as soon as we done, I'm going home. We ain't driving around. We ain't. Yeah, this is it.
No more retunes.
Until I do a 6.0.
No,
yeah. It ain't gonna run the same.
He's been on the dyno 5 times.
It's been on the dyno once. This is the second time it's been on the dyno.
Maybe I was just averaging out all your other parts.
The 350Z's been on the dyno about 8 times and made the same power.
You still don't have a fuel system.
No. I got it. It just ain't installed yet. Dude, I drove the car probably like a month ago and broke an axle and I parked it back. It's like my second axle I broke since that thing's been LSA'd. I'm like, all right, this is getting old.
After this, we have like
Yeah. Final tune for the C6. C5 once we get the LS3 heads on.
You don't believe in final tune?
Nah, that's it. There we go.
We need to change
See this?
We need to change the adapter.
735 and this nigga just now getting in the truck.
I told you we could do your tune between 5 and 8.
Nigga, you didn't say that.
You should have known that.
Well, at least the tune is pretty much dialed in. We ain't gonna be here all day.
We'll see. We'll see if your plugs are gapped right. You don't have a cracked plug.
Nah, my shit's good.
Okay, we'll see. Heard that before. Everything's good, just needs
I bet.
a tune. Just
Unless
needs a
we
tune.
break something, I bet you my truck goes smooth.
Why are you saying that?
Because it is. My shit went smooth last time, it's gonna go smooth this time. Plus, we've been like slowly uncodifying it, you know, making shit better.
It's not nice to say.
I mean, it's, the truth hurts, right? Truck all fucked up and shit.
Stop it.
Alright, here we go. It just took 5 degrees of timing out of it, so you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what it makes right now. Just 5 degrees, boost controller turned all the way off. It's probably gonna make like nothing, no timing. Seemed like he let off early. Thing sounded like it started coming on hard though. Y'all heard it? What was that? 505, 517 foot-pounds of torque. And he didn't even, that was only to about, what was that? 5,000? A little over 5,000? 5,300? I wonder if it over boosted. I don't think so. Shouldn't have. Hell boost?
What's that?
Hell boost fine?
Yeah, it was 190 kPa. At 12 pounds. Oh, you said you were at 10.
I mean, it's supposed to be a 10-pound spring in it.
I was 12. Went a little lean too.
It is a bigger turbo on the old tune.
It was like 12.2, 12.3. Not super lean, but a little bit.
So a 91, I mean, we ain't doing a 91 tune, obviously, but are you gonna have it to where the timing's lower on the 91?
I think I already have you at like 10 degrees.
Okay.
Which is fine. And then I had to use the flex wheel to add in all the timing.
I mean, I don't do nothing on 91 anyway, except for when I drive to SoCal and I can't get E.
Yeah, on one tank. When you go there on one tank.
Yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying? That gas mileage tune.
Asshole.
People hitting you up like Mike said he gets like just lean everybody out.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Lean them all out.
I never tuned this truck.
That sounds good. What was that? 535, 538 foot-pounds of torque at wastegate pressure. Hurry up, man. Throw some timing in this mother. Throw some timing in there, Jay. Was that the same timing?
Yeah, I didn't touch the timing. And you're hitting like almost 14 pounds.
Almost 14?
Yeah, that was 195 kPa.
I wonder if it's spiking.
No, it wasn't a spike.
I mean, the controller's all the way off. Should be 10 pounds.
Yeah.
And it held, like, fuel pressure, everything? No leans?
I didn't date a lot of fuel pressure, but no, it was definitely not lean.
Perfect.
11.3 the whole run.
Perfect. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Give me like 16 pounds.
Hey, if you want, I'll give you the computer, dude.
Give me everything.
Just say it. I want the maximum amount of power, great fuel mileage, and I want it to be reliable.
Yes.
Okay. And I want it on a budget.
Bro, I mean, we ain't on no budget. We on 5.3 with one pump. That's what we on.
I mean, we're on about 20 psi of oil pressure. We're also on that too.
Hey, it's been like that since I got the truck.
What do you say? It was like that before?
Hey, it's still chugging, right? Shit's still working.
Like that before.
I seen you just tuned Beto and he made it almost 1100 horsepower. So, feel me? I expect to be somewhere around there too.
All right. I mean, I can have one of his. I can put one of his dynographs. It's 5.3 killer.
I mean, I see it hella squiggly right there. Looks like ocean waves. But you said the converter's fully locking, right?
Well, I unlocked it that time. There's a lot of slip in the converter. Like 700 RPMs of slip.
So you said slipping at the converter?
Yeah, like for example, the RPM on the engine is 5,700. The trans input shaft is 4,900. So it's at 800 RPMs of slip. But I don't see it jumping up and down on my graph like that. You can see how the power, this turbo should just continue straight up. We're not going to get anywhere near 700 today because of what's happening. And it happened from the very first pull that we did, and that's why I let out on the first pull. And you could see the power like coming on and
coming off and coming back on. Yeah,
I could feel it.
Well, trans gonna have to come back out then.
So much for easy, right?
Man,
you felt it then, huh?
I mean, I already mentioned it to him.
Like on the top end, like it feels really good, and then like.
Well, remember I told you I was like the truck doesn't feel as fast as it used to feel,
it's not.
And that's probably what I was feeling then.
The motor is fine. There's nothing on the engine side that looks like off. It all looks smooth. On both banks look fine. The air fuel is good. That was 11.5 AFR, 14.5 degrees of timing. But something is happening, and I could feel it. It feels like drivetrain. It feels like transmission or diff, or that's why I was checking the tires, because you could feel it like unload and reload.
Yeah.
Like that's how it kind of feels.
Remember, I literally was like, man, I felt like the converter wasn't fully locking before, so that explains that feeling I was feeling.
So I unlocked the converter. I did a pull, and it was the same. I locked it in the tune, and it was the same. And then I manually locked it, and it was the same. So the converter is definitely slipping, but it was unlocked, so it's gonna slip some. But what I feel is, I don't even know if that's converter slip. It feels almost like tranny, the way it's unloading and loading. So.
I had the trans builder up.
But that's why your truck doesn't feel fast, because you're down 100 horsepower. I mean, you're at 530 at 4,500, and it never goes up. It never goes up from 4,700 RPMs. It just completely flatlines.
Yeah. That for sure.
No way the engine could do that. You know what I'm saying?
Up and down?
Yeah. The engine is gonna it's gonna nosedive, or it's gonna continue up, or it's gonna go flat. But it's not gonna add and remove power. It's not boost. Boost is flat. Timing is flat, and air fuel is flat. So there's nothing that is gonna cause that type of change under full load.
All right, so me and Jay just did a little pull, and I can physically feel it too, what he was saying. So he was just showing me the graph. If you can see it right there, well, I'll show y'all after, but you can see about 4,700 climbing, then it just drops down, then starts coming back up as if the converter like is locked, and it unlocks and then starts locking back up.
Well, just like it unlocks and never locks back up, because it drops. What? That's 60 horsepower drop from 40, 47, 48. We dropped from what, 550 torque, and we dropped instantly to 480 torque right here.
Oh yeah.
So that's what, 560 to 480. 60 foot-pounds of torque within 300 RPMs. And then horsepower drops from 515 to about 460 within a few hundred RPMs. So something's unloading it, causing whether the converter's unlocking or something's going on in the transmission. But here's a log right here. We're in the high 11s. Here's boost of kPa, map pressure, 11.7, 11.8. We hit a little bit of 12.0. Then it goes back down to the 11s. Right there, 11.8. Boost is steady. Boost is 180 plus the whole pull. Ends at 187 at 54. The problem area at 4,800, there's nothing happening. Boost moves by what, 1 or 2 kPa. That's a quarter a pound of boost. Timing is flat, 15.5 degrees.
Yeah, you can see that line flat all the way across.
But here, if you look at it here, here's the torque converter slip. About 800 RPMs of converter slip, 890, 920, 880.
Oh yeah.
So it definitely seems like maybe the converter is slipping. Here's a trans input shaft RPM, 4,100. That's how fast the input shaft of the transmission is spinning. And the engine's going 5,100.
Also, it's 1,000 behind.
Yeah. 822, 887, 920. So it looks like maybe the converter is unlocking. But I manually locked it, which overrides everything in the calibration to rule out something in the tune by manually locking it, and the same thing happened. So I don't think it's a tuning issue. And
mechanical issue.
And we didn't have this problem before.
Yeah, nah.
Last time the graph looked straight up and down, just like this, going all the way up. So we're not gonna get to 720 today, Mike.
Shaking my head.
Yeah.
Far from it. We make less power than we used to have now.
Well, I mean, I think what you thought is what you were feeling is accurate, though. I mean, you felt like it was down on power.
Yeah.
It wasn't that fast.
Because before, when boost would hit, it would blow the tires off, and you can feel them scorching as you got up in RPMs. Whereas before, like, it'll scorch, and then it felt like it wanted to grip up, and I was like,
It's still making 500 plus, but it's not making 7 like it was 650, whatever it makes.
680, man. Put some respect on my 680.
I mean, we can also just put it on 28 pounds and make 1,080 if you want.
Yeah, with all the slip.
Yeah, with all the slip. The engine don't make that much power. I didn't say that.
You say it was gonna put it down. Here's the comparison. Old tune versus this one. Hella far away. Though it looks like, seems like even though this turbo is bigger, it seems like it's coming on faster though.
It is.
That's crazy.
There's RPM one.
Have you ever seen that? Bigger turbo coming on faster than little guy?
No.
You know what? The blade design's different too on the backside.
That's RPM.
Right there. Alright, she coming off the dyno. The walk of shame right here. Sorry, girl. Next time we'll get you right.
It's in the hinges right
Hitting
now.
my hinges? Bruh, on YouTube they've been like, bruh, hit that door, hit that door.
He's on the pins right now.
Damn.
He needs some more. YouTube's gonna thank you.
There's no help for this door. I think it's worse.
Bruh, you messed it up. We wasn't doing that before. Jason's gonna start hitting the whole door. Fuck it, just shoot everything up. I wanna be saved. Oh, it's going away. It's getting there. Oh, it's gone.
Hey, Anita's not even gonna know you're home.
Hey, we fixed the truck door and the garage door. Hi, what's good with my peeps? Y'all can see we are back home, so we got a few things to do. So before I left, I did call Transbuilder, showed him what was going on with the graph, talked to him. He said, yeah, converter's probably slipping. So at this point, we're just gonna upgrade it. Instead of running the single disc billet back-in converter setup, we're gonna be upgrading this thing to, I guess, probably a Circle D triple disc, and just, you know, take care of that. You know, same converter that we had in there before when we made 700, but for some reason it decided to start slipping now. Whatever, I have no clue. But you know, cool part is Carlos standing behind his work. So he said about 2-3 weeks I could drop the truck off, and he'll, you know, pull the trans back out, get the new converter on. Also want to upgrade the stall, bump it up a little bit to probably like a 3,000 or so. So, you know, instead of you know, he was like, since the converter is under warranty and all that, he was like, he can just send it back, have it checked. But I think since I want to be able to tow with this thing, it just makes more sense to do the triple disc. Even my tuner was saying that, just do the triple disc and, you know, get it that way. It's one and done. But yeah, man, hopefully we can get this situated. You know, Carlos can knock this out. Sucks, but you know, it is what it is. At least we're gonna be upgrading it, making it better than what it was. It sucks that the trans has to come back out. You know, I think this is about to be the third time this thing's been out. So yeah, man, I'm damn near almost ready to 6-speed swap this thing. I'm kind of getting tired of dealing with this automatic trans shit. So we'll see if I gotta do the you know, the next go around. If for whatever reason we still have trans or slipping or whatever, then I'm gonna probably just be like, you know what, let's just pull this 5.3 out, put the LS3 in it that I have with the TR6060, throw the turbo on there, another cam, and then not even worry about towing with it. I'm just not trying to deal with this automatic stuff, man. So if it comes down to that, then, you know, I will 6-speed swap this thing and buy a diesel truck or something for towing, as a tow rig. But hopefully we get it situated. This is the last time I'm gonna be going at it to try to figure out this automatic trans shit, man. It's my last shot at it. After this, I'm either be 6-speed swapping this thing or something. But yep, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Sorry we didn't get the results that we were expecting. Like, we made less power than we made before. It's like, oh, but we'll get it situated. Yeah, until next time, man. We outie.